Hi Cancer, this is Kajora Lovely with your general reading for the month of July 2019. For those of you who are curious, I'm reading with the Illuminated Tarot. Okay, let's see what's going on for you this month. Okay. So starting off, you've got the Five of Cups in reverse. So usually this is about feeling some sense of sadness, like something didn't go the way that you hoped it would. Often this can be about noticing only the things that didn't go right, not the things that are still going right in your life. And it could be because you've got the Three of Wands in reverse, so that's influencing you this month, which is usually that things aren't moving forward the way that you hope they would. This is usually about walking through a portal or some sort of change, but it's not going the way that you had wanted or planned. There's also some delay when it comes to communication, so that could be where you're feeling frustrated or upset. At the same time, though, you've got what's influencing you is the Jack of Clubs, so Page and Knight of Wands. This is you kind of moving into a new, I feel like, creative project for some of you. For some of you, it's also moving into your ambition with something, stepping into, like, firing up your ambition when it comes to something. You're also feeling some emotional satisfaction this month. This is usually happiness, emotional abundance. But let's ask a little bit more about this. What is it that's coming in? Interesting. Three of Cups in reverse. This can mean something going wrong with friends sometimes. It can also sometimes mean someone's cheating, or there was a betrayal of some sort, or someone's hitting bottle a little too hard. And it could be that this has already happened, and so you're moving on in whatever way that you want, and you're figuring out how you're going to do that. Yeah, you've got the Nine of Cups in reverse, so you're not feeling pretty, like, you personally are not feeling very happy right now. So makes me wonder, what's this about? This personal satisfaction, this happiness. I mean, what is that related to for Cancer? So this is about, this is two cards, the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles, both in reverse. So there's a couple different things going on here. Any sense of not having enough resources, such as money, has now shifted. You're not feeling shut out. You're not feeling like there's missed opportunities. It could also be that you are deciding to take a non-traditional approach to something. So for some of you, it would seem like maybe you're hurt because somebody cheated, or what? Some version of that, if it applies to work or friendship. But there's some way that there are things that are going to your advantage. So you are, like, kind of seeing the silver lining and the bright side of it, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm probably going to be okay. There's no major changes. It's just that something didn't go quite the way you hoped. And there's a transformation going on. This is also two cards. This is Death and the Four of Swords. So take this out where it applies to you. This means that there is a big transformation and shift going on. Now, this is like a major theme. Or you're kind of, well, it could be both too. You're withdrawing a little bit. You're kind of taking time to yourself to figure out what you want to do next. Yeah, where you are too is the World in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. So it could be that as far as a new job, new home, new form of income, that's not really happening. And or there's some end that's going on that you're not fully acknowledging of some sort, or that's not, for whatever reason, coming to fruition. This is, the World usually means like things have been kind of building to this point and you're seeing it for what it is, and it's not quite happening that just yet. In the near future, I've got the Five of Wands in reverse and the Devil in reverse. So this means that some sort of conflict, litigation, anything that makes you feel stuck, chained, bound, gagged is coming to an end. You're seeing your way out of that. The conflict, litigation is ending. The feeling chained, bound to someone else is changing. All of that is changing. And at the same time, you're finding your own strength. This is also the influence of a Leo. It's fortitude, and also the Ace of Wands. So it could be that there's a new project going on, something that's kind of firing up your internal fire. But there's something about like seeing your own internal balance and the magnitude within you is what I'm hearing. There's something about acknowledging your own inner force, and it could even be Leos are present in your life, or you're taking on that energy of Leo, which is seeing how wonderful you are. And I can say that because I am a Leo. And with this, it's really, having that courage, that sort of fire in the belly of like, no, I am worth more than this. Like, whatever it is, if you're being treated unfairly, of seeing that how wonderful you are. Somebody's like, the cat's pajamas. And then in the near future, or no, sorry, not near future, a little bit further in the future, you've got the Ten of Swords in reverse and Judgment card. So this means a couple of different things too. Ten of Swords in reverse usually means that if there's some ending that literally felt like you were being stabbed in the back, that's coming to an end. That phase, that chapter of that ending, you're recognizing it's over. I'm getting through it. I'm going to be okay. It hurt. It was painful, but I'm going to survive, and I and my family are just going to be just fine. The Judgment card in reverse usually means there's an awakening or epiphany of some sort that isn't happening. So let's see. What should Cancer do in this scenario? Hanged Man and Two of Swords. So this usually means that you're not really sure what to do, and what you're meant to do is you're kind of at a crossroads when it comes to making a decision. And the Hanged Man means that you're meant to kind of hang out there for a little while and get a sense of the lay of the land. You're meant to learn something while you're in that really inconvenient position that you don't really want to be in, but it's teaching you something about yourself or someone else, or how to deal with people, I feel. So let's see. What else should Cancer keep in mind for the month of July? Okay. Whoa. Sorry, like really orange. There's something about family dynamics, home, money, that sort of thing that's off balance this month. That's not really quite where it should be, where you want it to be. And you may be feeling like that just needs work. I feel like for some of you, it may be just putting in the work and the time, the value, money, effort, whatever, to making sure that you're getting the outcome for you and your family, for your home life, your home situation, whatever that is, to get that sort of outcome that you want. Others, for you, got the Ten of Wands in reverse. This usually means that you're carrying more than you're carrying a load that's bigger than your own. You're carrying things that are not yours to carry, and it's time to let them go. When this is in reverse, it usually means that you're already seeing that. You're already seeing what you don't have to hold on to anymore. And in your mind, you're like, fuck this shit, I'm done. It's sort of like you're this person carrying all these sticks so much to the point that you can't see, and you're like, bye, not my problem anymore. So I think it's up to you to figure out in this situation of whatever this is, whether it's home, work, financial, whatever, do you want to put in the effort, time, money, effort, management to make it better? Or are you ready to say and go home? Or not to say go home, but you know what I mean. To leave it all behind and say, I'm done. I don't want to carry this anymore. It's your choice. It's up to you. You know the situation, but I think it's also, do you want to put in the effort? That's sort of the thing to keep in mind. Okay. King of Cups in reverse. You're not really feeling the emotional mastery either. Like, you're not feeling like you're mastering your own emotions this month. This relates to you, your element, the element of water. So you'll be definitely in your feelings this month. And not feeling like you're in charge of them. Either that, or you'll be dealing with someone who's like this, who's not in charge of their emotions, who's kind of flying off the handle and going a little bit haywire, and you're just like watching them like, oh my God. And it could be because of that, there's some new beginning that isn't quite happening. There's some new chapter you could be starting that's not going on. And the question is, how badly do you want that thing to begin? Also, you're dealing, this is Six of Pentacles in reverse. There's some kind of give and take, some reciprocity that's not going on. And usually this refers to you give when you have the ability and you receive when you need it. And knowing, being in dynamics with people where you have that kind of give and take, where you know they will help take care of you. You know, I love this artwork because it's literally like everyone coming together to feed each other. That's sort of what that energy is about, but it's not happening. And it could be either you or the person you're dealing with is not into that kind of reciprocity. It's all about them. It's all about what they want. So you've also got the Queen of Cups and the Empress in reverse. You're not feeling fertile, abundant, creative. You're not feeling in your emotional mastery. You're not feeling in your element. You're not feeling good in general. There's some things in your life that you're just really not feeling good about. And I feel like you don't like it. You don't like it. So what can Cancer do to change that? What can they do about the situation? Get help. That's intense. What could also be ask for help when you really need it and you know who to go to. Fascinating. So, what you've got with that, though, is the Eight of Swords and Justice. So, how can you keep your own external balance in life? How can you make sure the external influences are not throwing you off kilter so that you are balanced within and without? Also, I'm getting for some of you, where do you want to draw the curtain on this situation? You know, when are you done? And you've got the Eight of Swords, which is feeling trapped. Sometimes this isn't a trap of your own mind. So it's not necessarily a trap of your own making. It's usually old thought patterns, some kind of behavior or something from the past that's making you feel like you have no way out of this situation. There is no other way than to be in it and be present in it. And usually with this, it's like, no, you can see your way out of that if you want to. There is a way to get out of it. It may hurt a little bit. You may get some scrapes and some bruises, but there is a way. Do you want to leave? Do you want to find your own balance? That is the question for you this month. Okay, so I'm going to end with an Animal Spirit card from the well-known Animal Spirit deck. That is something just for you to keep in mind for the month of July. Okay, so this is a card. I'm sign of Cancer for July 2019. Cancer, July 2019. Oh my God. The Cobra. It's funny, Gemini got this card too. All right, so this is fire element, fire energy. And I'm going to read the description just so you have all the information that you need for this. Cobra. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The Cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, know-it-all and egocentric. To bring into balance, taking a class and study. So, What is it that you want to learn this month, Cancer? What is it that you are willing to learn? It's all up to you, is also how I take it. I feel like this month is all about choices for you, which can feel pretty heavy and intense sometimes because, you know, it's your life, it's up to you, but it feels like there's a big step forward that you could take. It all depends, though, on what you want to do, where you want to go. And I would say, too, don't forget about this as well, that you're, as far as the outcome goes, you got this, where when you're not sure what to do, take a step back, change your perspective if you can, and take a look around at the players involved, at the elements that are going on. What are they doing? What are they saying? What are they thinking and feeling? What are you supposed to learn from that? So there's that talking to your own inner teacher, kind of like relating to this, but also seeing if anyone else says anything that kind of gives you a bit of an aha moment, or if there's anyone literally that you want to go to learn something. So something to keep in mind. Also, I hope you all have a wonderful birthday this month. Good luck with everything. I hope you all have a wonderful month of July, and I will see all of you again next month.